two?
For both.
Both, okay. Would you like to come up and give a quick summary as to what the subdivision is about?
Mark Southampton Technical Associates who prepared the plans.
You said Mark? Mark?
Yes.
Thank you.
The Vita plan is located on Bruno Drive, directly across the street from that new development that's being installed. There's an existing house on the property and it's being subdivided into 3 lots. 2 of them would be for building purposes and the 3rd one would be for the existing house. There's an existing water line running up Bruno Drive that would serve the lots. And the existing house is on a private sewer line that does connect to the public sewer. The 2 lots in the future would be connected to the sewer that would be extended up on the new development when that happens. Our request tonight is for final approval. We've met all the comments from the engineer and received the recommendation from the planning commission.
So if I could just add on to that, Mayor. Yes, we had an opportunity to look at this subdivision plan. And again, as Mark mentioned, it is located along Blue Run Road and Bruno Drive. And as part of, I guess, looking into the future a little bit, when the Planning Commission was looking at our Blue Run development, we made sure that that there was sewer extensions that were made up to Bruno Drive that could potentially serve future developments or future lots. And as fate would have it, we have a plan that is going to capitalize on that. Now, obviously, they're going to have to extend the sewers to those particular properties if and when they're fully developed. But at least the township and the supervisors were looking forward enough to have that infrastructure in place so that we could all work together and move the township forward. Based on the foregoing, we would recommend approval, as per my engineer's report, of the Vita subdivision contingent upon the engineer's letter dated August 18th, 2025.
I'll make the motion to approve the DeVita plan, lots in the civil subdivision.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Supervisor Hartwick, a second from Supervisor Newman. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
And if I could just say one more thing real quick. As part of this, the developer also dedicated what I would call the 50-foot right-of-way for Bruno Drive, which is actually only 25 feet of that. But that again will enable the township to move ahead with future utilities.
Okay.
So it was a nice thing for them to do.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that addition, Dan. We had a motion that passed unanimously. So we will move on to the next item of business. Dan, you want to speak to Roswell?
So the next one is the Roswell plan.
Roswell.
Plan. It is located at the near Ridge Hill Road at the intersection of Diane Road. The Planning Commission did review the plan. The recommendation of the Planning Commission was to approve that plan conditioned upon our letter dated August 18th, 2025. And this evening we have the engineer that prepared that plan for a quick review of the scope.
Yes, this plan is located on a private road that comes off of Good Run, as Dan indicated, just down the street from the intersection with Ridge Hill Road. Basically, the substance of this plan is to relocate or move a lot line. There's currently a non-conforming lot where the property line kind of cuts through the corner of the house, so we're actually moving the line over to make that lot conforming. It also leaves an empty lot that Mr. Roswell plans to build on. These lots are on well water, and he has received approval from the DEP for a small flow treatment facility to be installed to service the house.
And that facility was previously approved by the supervisors through the planning module process. But what made this plan really interesting, if you look to the far right, right next to that big arrow, you're gonna see a gas well, an existing gas well that had been there for many, many, many years. And here the township comes along passing an ordinance regarding the proximity of houses and things to that. Now, fortunately, any houses that are gonna be constructed on either of these lots are still gonna be in compliance with that ordinance. In addition, if you look at the far left side, you can see that the property extended across the roadway there. And as part of the subdivision process here, the developer will be dedicating approximately a quarter-acre property, which will encumber that roadway and again, allow future development of utilities. I guess the one thing that we need to make sure that happens is the development and submittal of a driveway maintenance agreement. So somewhere, did you already do it?
I have one, yes.
Okay, so eventually, before we sign up on the Mylar, if we could get a copy of what you're proposing, just to make sure that all the future property owners play nice together.
And just one question, is that a driveway or a private road?
This will be a driveway,
So there'll be at most 3 houses on it?
yes.
Two existing and one proposed.
Any other comments or questions? If not, okay, we have a motion from Supervisor Hardwick, a second from Supervisor Khan. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes our development.
Alrighty. Thanks, everybody. Okay, motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion, we pay the bills this month?
We have a motion from Supervisor Jorgensen, a second from Supervisor Khan. Any further discussion on the bills? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. No old business, we'll move on to reports. Fire company.
Nothing new to report,
Are you
Mayor.
sure? Okay, all right, EMS not here. Nope, okay, so we're gonna move on. Mr. Chief, first meeting as chief. Congratulations again, do you have anything?
Nothing new to report, sir.
All
Rich
right.
tradition here.
I see code is not present. Public Works is, Larry?
Nothing to add to my
Mayor,
report.
I just wanted to mention, when you asked EMS, there was a report in there from EMS, Bill Humes, regarding the new facility, and they've staffed it, and, they're now here twice what they were in the past.
Yep.
And I thought it was a very nice update, and he asked if you have any additional needs or questions, just let him know.
Is it possible to share that report? Cause I know we have some folks in the community, you know, we're making that transition from Lower Valley to just West Deer.
I'm sure.
Share Bill's,
Yeah.
So it'd be good to have, you know, I know people are concerned about, you know, what are the mutual aid rates, and do we have the same ALS, BLS coverage, you know, not just in the new territory, but older territories.
He
like-
covered much of that in that report, so that would be good for
I'd
him.
like to be able to share that.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, thanks for putting that in there, in the packet. I think everybody's probably read it, but certainly I agree, good idea. Okay, let's see. Engineer.
Thank you, Mayor. So this evening, everybody has a copy of my engineer's report in black and gold. I was gonna change off, but after the first wind, I mean, how could I change the color? On the development proposals, we've already talked about the two that we just approved. On the veto sewage planning module, just to explain to the audience, the reason why these planning modules are required is to make sure that if there's a problem in a sewage system, that everybody has an opportunity to take a look at it before they get approved. In the case of this system, which serves the majority of Indiana Township, the DCDBA sewage treatment plant, which is the newly constructed addition that's down there next to the Allegheny River, they're under consent orders. So as a result of that, until they get there to becoming compliance, planning modules will be required for flows that go to that facility. And unfortunately, I can say the same thing about Alcoasand too, because they're also under consent orders. Don't you just love DEP? On the courtyard at Hidden Falls, we're still waiting for the developer to come forward and ask for the township to take over the plan. The township still holds a performance bond of $516,300 in place to ensure that they do come to the table and On Hartwood Meadows, Phase 4, I was out there this evening, and it is a dust bowl. But the geotechnical work that's being done out there looks like it's all in compliance. All the utilities are going in place as we expected and proposed. The sidewalks are going in. We make a few adjustments here or there. The performance bond of $464,000 is still in place to ensure that they complete it. Hartwood Meadows Phase 5 is also a dust bowl, and that one's moving again quite aggressively. They do still have the original performance bond, the amount of $1,121,600 in place to ensure that they complete it. Foxwood Trails, remember Foxwood Trails from the year 2020? They're getting real close to that 5-year window in the NPC, where they have to come back before the township. However, interesting enough, the township approved the plan with a series of condominiums and apartments that were gonna go in that particular facility. That's over next to Rural Ridge, by the way. Believe it or not, I understand that they will be coming back in, and we've seen the preliminary plans of converting all of those into townhouses now. So it'll be a brand new twist to what's gonna happen over there. And for what it's worth, I have mixed feelings over there as to whether townhouses are gonna sell better than condominiums. I'm kinda happy for what it's worth that it's townhouses. I'm not sure what we would do with condominiums or how we would send our police forces in there and things of that nature. So I think it's a plus for the township. Blue Run Road PRD, again, that one's just moving right along. I was over there at that site this evening also, and they're just cutting in the roadway slots. I anticipate that they will be paving that plan before the end of the year, as with Hartwood Meadows Phase 5. Forest View, we talked to the developer. Your public works superintendent has also seen a little bit of movement there, but they are gonna be submitting us a schedule, getting quotes, and to finish up that project. Frederick Farms PRD, the solicitor and myself are working with the preparation of the developer's agreement on that one. That, of course, is next to the Manor Hartwoods or Hartwood Estates, if you wanna know where that is. Indiana Trails, no movement. The Harmony, the CEO is handling that one. The timbering plan that we just approved, I talked to the logging company there, and they're gonna be starting here probably the beginning of next month. And that's up above Indianola Road and Grandview Drive, up in that area. Ottawa Hills, we did get feedback from what we had submitted to that plan, and the manager and I are working on resolving those comments and taking care of that. MS4, one of my favorite topics, tongue in cheek, but that report is due September 28th, and I just wanted to thank the Public Works Superintendent for putting together and doing all the legwork. That makes my job very easy, because all I have to do is take what he does regarding all the monitoring he does for all the stormwater facilities. We incorporated it into a report, and for the past, I'm gonna say 8 years now, the township is not only complying with the report requirements, but they're actually setting the model for other municipalities to follow. So it is nice working with the administrative staff and your public works superintendent there. Emily Park ADA, of course, the manager got a $20,000 grant. We have completed the design for, I call it Phase 2, but it's actually Phase 3 of the sidewalks that are going down there. So if you've been near the bridge, there'll be another layer of sidewalks going down there, and hopefully there'll be just one more phase and we'll be done with that one. The People's Natural Gas, we're gonna be marking all the areas that need to be repaved in that area. This is gonna be picked up entirely by People's Natural Gas. Emerling, we're on the Township Community Center roof. They're gonna be coming back in here shortly and taking care of putting a new rubber membrane on the adjoining roof over there. In the meantime, out of their pocket, they've maintained and corrected all the leaks during the interim until they can start, and that was part of the deal. On the paving project, big project this year. So the Public Works Superintendent, his group did a fantastic job prepping all the roads and getting it all ready so that when Shields Paving Company comes back in, they're gonna hopefully bang this thing out in less than a week. A lot of work was put into that effort. The Brozick Community Center, we're still working,
Before we go there, on the paving project,
yes.
Republic Avenue is scheduled to be paved. The construction going on in Bruno, there's no trucks going up to Republic, are there?
I don't believe so, no. I think they're all going down Blue Run Road, if
Yes.
that, but I think most are, they go Blue Run Road to that, just past the first house, and then they go into the construction entrance there. If you go up on Bruno Drive, and I tried this evening, but they've left a gully there for me, and I couldn't get across it, so I had to go back down the bottom.
Okay. It's been, okay, that's good, thank you.
And as soon as I went up in the plan, they shagged me down, but that's a whole other story. And then finally, the solicitor and myself are working on the solar panel ordinance, which is gonna put together some type of framework so that if anybody wants to come into the township with a solar farm, at least we have some guidelines of how we're all gonna play it all together. That concludes my report.
Dan, do you know what the cutoff is for, in terms of energy production, how many panels the solar farm can count as?
I'm gonna,
I don't know, you guys are drafting an ordinance out, I'm just curious.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow,
What qualifies as just array in your property, or what qualifies as a farm?
so the answer to your question is in here.
It's just a draft
You
one.
can follow, yeah, you guys
Because
can
of
follow.
planning commission.
Yeah,
I'll-
I'll get something to you.
Alright,
All right.
When do you plan to see this at planning commission?
I'm not sure if it's on the next one, but I would say for sure the October one. But I do know that in working with Gavin and Ashley and Irv, that the final draft, as far as we're concerned, is complete.
And I had a question, if you wouldn't mind going back to Foxwood Trails. You said that they were going to be coming back and you've seen some plans. So this will be a new plan,
Yes. Same property, new plan,
same property, new plan.
same bad channel, yes.
Okay. And the other question that I had was about the Frederick Farms PRD plan. Any timeline we're looking for them to start moving forward there?
So when we originally approved the plan, I thought for sure 4 months ago, we would have a developer's agreement, but for some reason, usually it all gets down to financing. It is usually the culprit. Until that's sewn up,
Yeah,
Like
because-
you're gonna head with your other projects.
let's hurry up and stop.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thanks for the additional questions, and yeah, and look forward to seeing the draft.
Sorry, John, 3 megawatts of power.
alright.
Solar panel, that's it?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
That triggers what's called a solar energy facility, an SEF.
Now I have to ask, that qualifies as a farm, or is that?
It's a solar panel whatever.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it to the draft, okay, yeah, okay. All right, thank you for that, Mr. Engineer. Solicitor, Herb,
I do not have a report this evening, thank you.
and Dan, Manager.
I have nothing to add at this time.
Parks and Recs, Historical, no shows, need better attendance.
I did have a report from Community Services Coordinator for Parks in the packet.
Yep.
Mayor, just one thing.
Yep.
The paving project, anticipated start date is October 6th.
October 6th for the paving project? Okay, all right, thanks for letting us know, Dan. Okay, we'll move on to the Supervisors, District 1,
Nothing new in District 1.
2,
Nothing further to report.
4,
Nothing to report for District 4 personally, but you guys are moving so fast, I did just wanna mention that from Holly's report, for the Community Services Coordinator, there is a upcoming Fall Fest at Emerald Community Park on Saturday, October 11th. More details to follow.
anything else, Sarah?
That's all?
All right, District 5.
Nothing to report, other than I just need to bug my friends at Fox Chapel to see whether they're getting anywhere with that crosswalk. So
Tune in next month.
Good luck. Okay. You working?
They're too busy on their police.
Working hard, John, that's good though. All right, District 3, nothing to report as well. Correspondence, Dan?
We have the one letter, EQT letter regarding the permit.
Dan, hold on, I did not,
The breaks.
I made a mistake. We have a motion to accept the foregoing reports from Supervisor Jorgensen.
I'll second that.
We have a second from Supervisor Newman. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
Boy, almost got away with it.
My apologies. Move on to correspondence.
The correspondence regarding the permit to drill in West Deer Township. That's all we have, Mayor.
All righty, thank you. We will move on to new business.
The first item, Mayor, is the possible approval of 2026 police and municipal employees pension plan MMOs. You see an amended page before you for the police MMO. That was amended since the packet went out on Friday to 123,318, and the non-uniform MMO will remain as it was at the 51,358.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 police and municipal employees pension plan MMOs.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion from Supervisor Newman, a second from Supervisor Khan. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Next item.
Next item, Mayor, I'd like the Chief of Police to cover. You have a memo from him in your packet.
All right, Chief, it's all yours.
Tonight I'm proposing the approval to promote Sergeant Kurt Vandervoort to the rank of lieutenant.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion from Supervisor Khan, a second from Supervisor Newman. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Get a picture after the meeting, Dan?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Next item, Mayor.
Throwing me off there, grabbing the phone, standing up, so, okay. All right.
Next item, Mayor, I'd like the Chief to cover as well.
All right, so I'm proposing to the board again tonight for a possible approval to hire a full-time police officer by the name of Hunter Thompson.
I'll make a motion to approve the approval of Hunter Thompson as a patrolman for Indiana Township.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Supervisor Jorgensen, a second from Supervisor Khan. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Congratulations.
We actually have Ian Moss here this evening to do the swearing in for Officer Moss.
You want us to go in the center, or where's better?
Yeah, anything that's lost, you create a picture.
Would you raise your hand and repeat after me? I, Hunter Thompson,
I, Hunter Thompson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws of the Township of Indiana,
the laws of the Township of Indiana,
and I will discharge the duties of police officer with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of police officer with fidelity.
And I do also swear that I am not knowingly a member
And I do also swear that I am not knowingly a member
with the specific intent to further the aims of any organization
with the specific intent to further the aims of any organization
that advocates the overthrow of the government of the United States
that advocates the overthrow of the government of the United States
or this Commonwealth
or this Commonwealth
by force or violence or other unconstitutional means.
by force or violence or any other unconstitutional means.
or seeking by force or violence to deny other persons
or seeking by force or violence to deny other persons
their rights under the Constitution of the United States
their rights under the Constitution of the United States
or of this Commonwealth.
or of this Commonwealth.
And I do further swear
And I do further swear
I will not knowingly
I will not knowingly
become a member with the specific intent to further the aims of such organization
become a member with a specific intent to further the aims of such organization
during the period that I am an employee of the Township of Indiana.
during the period that I am an employee of the Township of Indiana.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chief, you wanna deduct that $5 from me? Taxpayer money and all.
You didn't know you were gonna have to say a few words, did you?
You can if you
I'm
want.
glad your
Like you
family's
want
here.
to, but you don't have to.
And welcome. Thank you, I appreciate it.
And Mark, contrary to popular belief, we do work up here, right? We're putting you to work right away. All right,
Okay,
Dan.
then Mayor, our last item is the possible acceptance of the Shea Cog bid for rock salt.
I'll make a motion to accept the Shea Cog bid for rock salt.
Second, on the condition we have to use it this time.
Yes. Okay, we have a motion from Supervisor Khan, a second from Supervisor Jorgensen. Any further discussion on salt? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Make a motion to close the meeting?
Adjourn.
The meeting?
We have a motion?
Second.
We have a second. We have a motion from Supervisor Jorgensen, second from Supervisor Khan. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. We are adjourned. Thank you and have a good evening.
Dan, you want the board here for the
Dan, you want us to see?
I know.
Yeah, good. All right.
Yeah.